say cars because there's actually 2 cars added to the game this week, although neither of them are really new. Both of them have been in previous games. The Lexus ISF for 50% festival season completion, and the Toyota GT86 for the Sports Day race series. So yeah, both of them were in previous Forzas, and this Toyota was basically already in this game because we've already got the Subaru BRZ, so won't be looking in too much detail at that. We'll mostly be looking at the ISF. I do want to check if the Toyota has any different upgrades to the Subaru BRZ, so I will check that once we get to the festival. But as always, we will start with the Lexus completely stock, see what it's like, then head over to one of the houses and see what upgrades and customization are available for both cars. So, Lexus, where's it gone? There it is, we've got 3 of them now, I think. Yes, obviously we had the RCF recently with the wide body kit, the sort of 3-door, well, 2-door coupe, and then this is the 4-door saloon, I guess. And then long ago we had the LFA, obviously. So yeah, as with all of the Toyota and Lexuses, I'm not really sure why they weren't all added as soon as the license was gained. They're kind of spreading it out, making us think there are new vehicles. So yeah. Again, as with the previous Lexus, the only problem I find with these is it means you have to have said no to the Mercedes, the Audi, the Jag, and the BMW. And I'm not quite sure why you'd choose the Lexus over those. It won't perform as well, it's probably as expensive, and it's a bit bland. I mean, those exhausts are brilliant. I love how they've put those on there like that, but yeah, apart from that, not particularly excited by it. I mean, it's another powerful V8 saloon, isn't it? So unless it's got a crazy kit like the other one, and like I say, I don't mind them. At least this one doesn't have the stupid front grille that's on the other one. It has some fairly interesting exhausts, but then it's just boring, so. Anyway, it is, what is it, stock? A-Class 737, so I might build it up to the top of A, maybe. But we have got a house here, so I'll head on in, and we will quickly check if the Toyota has any new upgrades over the Subaru, because if it doesn't, then I'm not quite sure what the point of it is. So, let's find, before we do anything with this, the Subaru, which is all the way over here somewhere. There we go. Which has still got my Toyota livery on it, because I raced it before the other car was added. Yeah, if you haven't already seen this car. Yeah, this was before Toyota was allowed in this game, so yeah. Anyway, as you can see, it's got the Rocket Liberty Bunny Walk kit thing on it. So that's an option on the Subaru, don't be confused by the Toyota badges. So yes, it's got that, it's got an inline-6 flat-4 turbo V8, turbo rally and flat 6. It's obviously got the all-wheel drive swap, and it's got a turbo and a supercharger available. So hang on, how many engines was that? 5 engines. So if the other one's got 5 engines, I'm assuming they're all exactly the same. So let's take a look, shall we? If we go to Toyota quickly. There we have the GT86. I'm guessing at some point they will add the Sion FRS, just so that we've got 3 of the same car, because we definitely need that. We'll do what Gran Turismo did and add every model year of it. Is this a newer model, actually? No, it's the 2013. Okay, right. So have we got a Liberty Bunny Rocket Walk kit? Yes. So we have the same body kit. Okay, I'm not going to do any of these upgrades because I'm only checking. We've got these same options here. Inline 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, I think we might have more swaps, actually. So we had the inline-6 flat 4, inline-6 V8 turbo rally. I don't think we had the flat 6 or the V8. I'm going to check this again. Did we have a flat 6 or a V8 in the Subaru? I wonder if the second V8 is that Ferrari V8 from the Formula Drift Ferrari engine swapped GT86. No, that's body kits. What am I doing? Yeah, we've got up to the flat 6. So there are slightly different engine swaps if you want to. I think it is a Ferrari engine. So I will put that in and we can test that out quickly once we get out of the festival. We can test that one out as well as testing out our upgraded Lexus, which we will have in a minute. So I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I mean, we'll probably be able to tell by listening to it. Yes, it's a 4.5 litre V8, so that makes me think it is a 458 engine. So if we just put that engine and the body kit on for now, just to see what it's like once we head out of the auto show. But yeah, we'll move back to the Lexus, which really is the car we're interested in. Although I am pleased they've done this, so it's not exactly the same as the other car. I can't remember whether it had this engine swap in Horizon 3 or not. But it's kind of nice that they made them slightly different, otherwise it would have been an entirely pointless car. Which it still basically is. I'm not really going to use it, am I? Right, anyway. The Lexus. Like I said, stop clicking on that, you stupid game. Yeah, like I said, in previous games, so I don't remember it having anything particularly special. V8, V10, V10, V10. I'm guessing one of those is an LFA engine. Your usual all-wheel drive swap and a supercharger. In terms of aero, I'm guessing we've just got stupid Forza stuff. Yes, we have. So not as exciting as the previous Lexus. Not a lot you can do with this. We will bring out the width. Hang on, did that make it? Oh no, I didn't make it wider. I thought for a minute it made it narrower. So I'll do my usual tyres and stuff, see if we can bring it up to top of A maybe. I doubt I'm going to use this for anything. Neither of them particularly exciting cars because we have had them before. And yeah, like I say, with the GT86 we've actually had pretty much the exact same car, just with a few less engine swaps. Right, what are we up to? 798. I'm guessing. Yeah, race suspension puts us up to 800. Can't quite squeeze those on. I mean, we can we squeeze any more power in without going over? No. Maybe that? No. What about? No. I will have a quick look at designs and paints, see if anybody's come up with anything, but I'll probably just go for a plain colour on this one. And yeah, I just want to find out if the engine in the Toyota is actually a Ferrari engine. We'll be able to tell by hearing it, but I'm pretty sure it is. Which is kind of cool that they've done something that actually exists. So is Horizon Backstage and our logo in here. Yeah, there's nothing I want in that. How surprising. So we've got blue, red, black, lots of greys. You know, I haven't done a white car for a while, let's do that. So there we go, built up to top of A-Class, 800. We will head out and see if this is any better to drive. It's not going to be that different. I'm just I think you might as well have it sitting at the top of a class. So that's usually what I'll do. I'll build it up to the top of the class it's in, or the top of the class above what it started in. That's generally what I seem to do now in these videos, rather than just throwing some upgrades on. Slides around a lot. I mean, it's a rear-wheel drive V8 car, what do you expect? It's kind of fun. That's a wall. So yeah, this, not really very exciting. I think we had the more interesting Lexus before. Well, and the LFA before that, obviously, an even more interesting Lexus. But yeah, so it's a V8 Super Saloon. I don't dislike it, I just, yeah. Don't think it's very interesting compared to its rivals. If I'm honest. It's probably more unusual, I guess they sold less. So that's the Lexus ISF. Not particularly exciting, not a huge fan of it. I mean, I don't dislike it, it's just not very exciting. Right, let's hop into the Toyota, which I'm kind of pleasantly surprised actually has some options. Because I was very kind of... Well, I really wasn't looking forward to it. I wasn't excited by this car. Because I thought, why do we want it when we've already got a... I think that is that engine. I mean, obviously, in the real life one, it's upgraded a bit more. It has the big wing on it, I think. And it's also red with yellow headlight colours, I think. It's kind of painted like a Ferrari, and the bonnet's left off, isn't it? So you can see the 458 engine. I should know this. I've actually seen the real life one. Actually, I should have looked for that in the liveries. I'm sure somebody's made it. Hang on, just to be sure. Remember what that sounds like, okay? Where is... Have we got a regular 458? We do. Does this sound the same? So it kind of didn't sound as loud as I had imagined the Ferrari would, but... No, this is a... okay. Thought this was electric for a minute. Yes, it is a 458 engine in the Toyota. So yeah, that is kind of cool that they've added an engine swap that's been done to it in real life. It makes sense. I think there might have been another engine swap added as well. I think there might have been 7 for the Toyota, where there was only 5 for the Subaru. I could be wrong, it might only be the one extra. But that's the one I'm interested in, that they've added something that somebody's actually done. And I don't know, is that a hint maybe that they're going to add that as another Formula Drift car? Because they have been adding a few throughout the updates. So that would be quite cool, actually, if they added the proper drift version of it. That would be very interesting. I mean, we've already got the Drift Ferrari, so another Ferrari engine drift car would be interesting. So yeah, not excited by the car being added, but the fact it has another engine swap is very interesting. And yeah, the Lexus is just... not really terribly interesting wherever it's gone. So we'll quickly hop back into it. But yeah, that is going to do it for a look at the first look at these two new cars. At the... well, neither of them are actually new, but the Toyota GT86 and the Lexus ISF. The Toyota obviously having a new engine swap, which I don't believe was available for it previously, so that's at least something slightly interesting about one of the two cars that otherwise aren't terribly exciting. And I do hope they don't keep doing these themed months, because we end up with 3 or 4 very similar cars. I mean, we already know next month we're getting the GMC Cyclone and Typhoon, so the two basically the same truck, which is kind of a shame, but yeah, I do kind of understand why they're adding them at once. And we're also going to get the Hennessy Velociraptor, which will be interesting to maybe put up against the Mercedes 6x6, have 2 6-wheeled vehicles here in the game. But yeah, that is going to do it for a first look at these 2 new vehicles, so thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with the next video very soon.